everyone, this is Dr. Menije. Welcome to another episode. Today I'll be sharing with you an important tool in helping you live your best life, and that's focusing on your daily routine. Daily routines give us the support, structure, and the discipline to live our best lives, whether that means to have a better balance between our work and personal life, to be more creative, to be more present and grounded, to have better relationships. Daily routines will help us stay on track. Daily routines are also very powerful because it creates intentions and mindfulness in how we want to spend our days and our times. When we don't have a strong, stable daily routines, we're at risk of having our lives evolve accidentally rather than consciously and intentionally. So daily routines can really help us live a meaningful, fulfilling life. Let me share with you some of the ways you can create your daily routines. One way is to start focusing on your mornings. By creating a morning routine, you can really set the tone for the day. So I ask you these two questions. What is your intention for the day? And what activities will help set it up? You really have to start your mornings by asking yourself, what is my intention for the day? Do I want to focus on being less anxious? Do you want to focus on being more self-compassionate and have more positive self-love, self-talk? So then you will create your morning routine and design it to meet that intention. Choose activities that will promote that intention. Here's what that will look like. Let's say your intention is to be less anxious and more present. Then your morning routines will include meditation, journaling, gratitude list, a short walk around the block. Maybe even wake up half an hour before your usual time so you can have a slower pace in going through your morning activities. Getting the kids ready for school, getting yourself ready for work. Let's say your intention for the day is to be more self-compassionate. Then your morning routine will include positive affirmation, gratitude list, listening to music or podcasts that's uplifting and full of self-love. The other part of creating a daily routine is focusing on your evening, the total opposite of your day. So evening routines are incredibly important because a lot of us have very mixed feelings about the way our day goes. Some of us can feel a lot of accomplishment, a lot of pride on the things that went well, but we can also feel a sense of sadness or sense of resentment of how certain things went. Whether we made some mistakes or we had some shortcomings and things didn't go as we planned, there are things that were left undone. We can have a lot of mixed feelings the way the day went. And a lot of us spend our evenings without having a good reflection on our day and having a closure from the day. So evening routines are really important in making peace with the day, putting it behind us. They're also helpful in getting a restful sleep. And as you know, when we have a restful sleep, we wake up with our best potential for the fresh new day. To create your evening routine, we really need to first talk about sleep. I know there are some mixed messages about how many hours of sleep we need as adults. And the research actually shows that just like kids, adults also need 7 to 8 hours of sleep every night. So I want you to then ask yourself, am I a morning person? Do I enjoy waking up early? Then your sleep schedule will be from 10 p.m. till 6 a.m. And for those of us that don't like to wake up too early in the morning, our sleep schedule might be maybe 11:30 to 7:30. Once you decide what your sleep hours is going to look like, then you will go backwards. So let's say that your sleep schedule is from 11 p.m. to 7 a.m., meaning that you have to be asleep by 11 p.m. Now I want you to go an hour and a half back and start your evening routine. I know some of you may say, that's too early. I can start my sleep evening routine around 10 o'clock. But realistically speaking, most of us are done with our dinner. Most of us have put our kids to sleep and really are doing some mindless thing until it's time to go to bed. So actually, you do have the time to focus on your evening routine. Again, speaking from that schedule from 11 to 7, that means that we will start our evening routine around 10 p.m., maybe even 9:30. With your evening routines, it's very important, like I said, to focus on activities that bring the day to an end. We really want to focus on activities that will help us self-reflect and make peace with the way things went, whether they're good or bad. So there are a lot of guided meditation that focuses on sleep. I highly recommend utilizing those specific types of meditation because they guide you through tracking the activities that you did through the day and really slowly say goodbye. Whether again they were good or bad, things that you were proud of and the things that maybe you felt a little embarrassed. If you choose to journal or have a gratitude list in the evening, you really also want to focus on prompts, questions that really reflect on highlighting the things that you enjoyed from the day, and having statements like gratitude statements that have acceptance of the way things didn't go as planned. It's very, very important that you start to slowly put electronics away. There's again a lot of research shows that being watching TV the last hour before we go to sleep is not good for us. It really actually doesn't help us fall asleep. Being on our phone the last half an hour, last hour before we fall asleep isn't good for us too. So we really need to be responsible and accountable in putting our electronics away the last 1 hour. Start dimming the lights. If you like, maybe put on some instrumental music in the background, light a candle in any way that will create a relaxing atmosphere. One of my also favorite things about the evening routine is your hygiene. For those of you that likes to take a quick shower at the end of your day or just simply wash your face, I ask you to focus on letting go of the stress. I ask you, as you wash your face or you wash your body, you're washing your hair, really pay attention to letting go of that load of the day, letting all that stress, all the hard work, and get to that feeling of fresh, clean self. Aside from your morning and evening routines, there's one other way that you can have a strong, stable daily routine, and that's things you can do throughout your day. You can start by choosing a time in the day that you really want to create a daily routine. For example, a lunch is a good time for us to really have a consistent routine. I know a lot of people are guilty of skipping lunch and not or eating and working through their lunch break. So for example, by deciding and having a consistent routine, you would say from 12 to 12:30 every day I'm going to have my lunch. I'm also not going to work during my lunch and pay attention to what I'm eating. Enjoy and use all my senses and engage in mindful eating. And another thing you can do during your lunch break, if you work somewhere where you're sitting all day, it's very important that during your lunch break you eat for 10-15 minutes, and then for another 10 to 15 minutes you move your body. You go up and down the stairs, or you go outside, go for a quick walk. If you're also doing something that you're not getting to interact with people during your work shift, your lunch break can be also a wonderful time to have a quick call with someone you love. Having that sense of connection can really keep you grounded and keep you motivated for the rest of your shift. So these are the morning, evening, and during the day routines you can create. And I want to end this episode by sharing with you one of my favorite quotes. John Maxwell has said, "You cannot change your life until you change one thing you do daily." So I want you to share under comments how you're going to be changing your daily routines, your tips, and your suggestions. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe so you can be notified of my latest episode. And I would also love to connect with you on Facebook and Instagram. You will find the links below. Thank you so much for listening, and I look forward to seeing you in the next episode.